It's 2:47 a.m., and I'm pacing the chilly, antiseptic hallway of the emergency department, my sneakers creaking on the smooth floor every time I turn. The air smells like bleach and worry, and all I can hear is the steady beep of the machines. Struggling to keep my son alive. His little chest rises and falls under a tangle of tubes and wires, his face pallid and small on the stiff hospital pillow. An asthma attack, out of nowhere, just hit him like a freight train tonight. I can still feel the dread clawing at my throat from when I discovered him barely breathing on his bedroom floor. His small hands clinging at his chest like he could pull air in by force. I moved him to the car, drove through red lights, and now, here we are, waiting for the doctors to tell me he's going to be okay. My hands are shaking so much I can barely hold my phone, but I manage to peck out a text to Rachel. Lucas is in the ER. It's horrible. Where are you? I look at the screen, waiting for those 3 little dots to show she's typing back. They come eventually, and her reply smacks me like a punch to the gut. I'm with my parents. We're boarding a flight. I told you I'm busy. 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 My son's battling for every breath and she's too busy. I feel the heat building in my chest, but I swallow it down and type again, my fingers fumbling over the keys. Our son is in the ER. I push send and wait, staring at the luminous screen like it's my lifeline. Her next message arrives quickly, and it's worse than I could have imagined. He'll be fine. Don't guilt trip me. I read it once, then again, because I can't believe the words are real. Guilt trip her? My boy is hooked up to machines, and she thinks this is about her? I dump the phone into the plastic chair next to me and push my palms against my face, attempting to hold myself together. The beep of the monitor fills the stillness, steady, but faint. I gaze through the glass at Lucas, his dark hair matted to his forehead with sweat. He's 6 years old, and he's all I've got. Rachel's words reverberate in my head. He'll be okay, like she's rejecting him, dismissing us. I've always known she's selfish, but this is a new low. I pick up the phone again, thinking maybe I'll call her, scream at her, urge her to care. But what's the point? She's on a plane, enjoying champagne with her parents, while I'm here alone, watching our son fight. The doctor comes out then, a tired-looking woman with gray streaks in her hair. She tells me he's stabilizing, but it's still touch and go. I nod, my throat too tight to talk, and she pats my shoulder before walking away. I sit down hard, the chair creaking under me, and stare at Lucas through the window. He's so small, so delicate, and I'm terrified I'll lose him tonight. Rachel doesn't even know how close it was, how close it still is. I think about her last text, those cold, uncaring words, and something inside me snaps, not loud, not dramatic, just a gentle crack like a wire pulled too thin finally giving way. I've been carrying her, carrying us. For years, her moods, her demands, her family's infinite needs, and now, when it matters most, she's not here. She doesn't want to be here. I lean my head back against the wall, the fluorescent lights buzzing overhead, and I realize I'm done begging her to care, done pretending she's the wife I need or the mother Lucas deserves. The machines keep beeping, and I keep staring. And in that lonely, unending moment, I know things are going to change. I don't know how yet. But they have to for me, for him, because if she can't see what counts right now, then maybe she never will. And I can't live with that anymore. I take a deep breath, pick up my phone, and turn it off. No more texts, no more waiting, just me and Lucas, and whatever comes next. They're staring at the mound of proof, every transfer to Greg's failing landscaping employment, every credit card swipe for Marjorie's spa days, every check I wrote to keep them floating. Silas picks up another folder and throws it across. To me. This is the joint account stuff. You're the primary on everything. Checking, savings, investments. She's got access, but it's all in your name. I open it, scanning the numbers. Hundreds of thousands built up from my job, my overtime, my savings. Rachel spent it like water, but I earned it. What can we do with this? I ask, looking up at him. He leans forward, his voice dropping low. We move it, all of it. Set up a trust for Lucas, private, untouchable. She can't contest what's not in the joint pot anymore. I nod, slow at first, then faster. Yeah, let's do that. He grins, barely a flicker, and starts pulling forms from a drawer. Excellent. We'll file it today. And one more thing. Don't fight fire with fire here. Fight it with silence and strategy. Let her scream. Let her parents throw tantrums. You stay quiet, keep your head down, and we'll bury them with this paper trail. I take a deep breath, feeling a spark of something like hope, silence, and strategy. I can do that. We spend the next hour signing papers, moving money, locking it all down. Every click of the pen feels like I'm taking a piece of myself back, my work, my future, my son's future. By the time we're done, the trust is set and Lucas's name is on it. Not mine, not hers. It is now safe from her clutches. I lean back in the chair, my shoulders releasing a little. What about the separation? I ask. Silas stacks the folders neat and looks at me. Filed yesterday, like you said. She'll get served shortly. With this, he taps the financial documents. She's got no leg to stand on. Emotional abandonment, negligence, plus the money angle. You're solid. I nod, staring at the desk. Solid. I haven't felt solid in years. But this feels true. I think about Rachel barging in yesterday, shrieking about shame, and Marjorie waving her finger like I owe them something. They don't know what's coming. They believe I'm still the pushover who'll cave if they yell loud enough. But I'm not that person anymore. I get up, shaking Silas's hand. Thanks, dude. I mean it. He takes my hand firm and says, You're doing the right thing. For you. For Lucas. I leave the office, going out into the crisp evening air, my breath misting in front of me. The streets are silent, only a few automobiles rolling by. I hop into my truck, resting my hands on the wheel. I don't turn the key yet. I simply sit there, letting it sink in. The money's gone from their reach. The trust is locked, the separation's moving. I've been quiet, like Silas said, but I've been busy too. I think of Lucas at home, probably waiting for me to start dinner, and I smile a little. He's why I'm doing this. Not for retribution, not to prove a point, just to protect him. I start the engine, the headlights cutting, through the dusk. Rachel's going to lose it when she finds out. Her parents will too, but I don't care. Let them rage. I've got my son, my plan, and a stack of papers that say I'm not their doormat anymore. That's enough for now.